A rescue at sea. Two pilots were rescued off the coast of Hawaii after they made an emergency landing there in the water. The 737 cargo plane was forced to land in the ocean early this morning. Now, the U.S. Coast Guard captured video of the rescue of the two pilots, who were both then, of course, rushed to the hospital. News Nation correspondent Michael Shore live in L.A. tonight with details about the crash and the pretty amazing rescue. Hey, Michael.
Indeed, Rob. There is one thing actually worse than lost luggage, and that would be what happened to these two pilots as they were taking that inter-island trip. It's hard to imagine what it must have been like inside that cockpit as they knew they'd lost one engine and another one was going down as well. Just before 2 a.m. Hawaii time Friday, in this emergency transmission to air traffic control at Honolulu's Daniel Inouye Airport.
We're coming straight to the airport. We're going to need the fire department assistance. We're going to lose the other engine. It's running very hot. And speed is, we're pretty low on the speed. Doesn't look good out here.
The pilot of a cargo carrier, Transair Flight 810, a Boeing 737 traveling the short distance to Kahului Airport on Maui, had already lost one engine, reporting engine failure in the second.
You want to let the Coast Guard know as well?
Say that again?
Can you let the Coast Guard know we can maintain altitude?
Petty Officer Second Class Matt West with the U.S. Coast Guard in Hawaii says the response is immediate.
District Command Center received a call from the Honolulu Air Traffic Control, letting them know of the situation that this Boeing 737 inter-island transport plane was going down, and it had two people on board about 2 miles south of Oahu.
Sure enough, when we got on scene, we found a lot of debris in the field, as well as two survivors. Upon rescuing the first survivor, we managed to find the second survivor still in good condition on a floating piece of debris.
One pilot remains in critical condition, the other in serious. The NTSB and FAA already on scene in Hawaii to begin the investigation of another 737 accident that could have been much worse.
We had two people in the water, and we were able to retrieve both of them. So I would say that that's a success, right?
You know, on a smaller scale, it's evocative of what happened with Captain Sully Sullenberger in 2009, that U.S. airplane, Rob, that went into the Hudson River. They sort of ditched in the river. That's what these pilots had to do, safer to land. These planes are built to make it easy to glide into that, but still not what you want to see. And again, this is a headline that Boeing doesn't need when you look at the 737 and the 737 MAX, and those two planes have had a difficult time of late. So Boeing is going to look at what went wrong with this flight.